sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la, you felt like ooh la la la, yeah, no. Sapphire and moonlight, we danced for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands, la la la. You felt like ooh la la la, yeah. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true, la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true, la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya.
Back in the hotel, there's just some things that never change. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. La la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. When your lips undress me, hooked on your tongue.
Can you even see what you're fighting for? Bloodlust and a holy war. Listen up, hear the patriots shout. Times are changing. In the end, the choice was clear. Take a shot in the face of fear. Fist up in the firing line. Times are changing. Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight? Look at the sky, see a dying star. White lies, it's a man on fire. Making love with the devil hurts. Times are changing. A thin line, the whole truth, the far right, the left view, breaking all those promises made. Times are changing. Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight? Do you believe that you can walk on water? Do you believe that you can win this fight tonight?
Oh? Wait.
Downtown where we walk the streets, so beautiful and blind. Such a scene, stress with such a glow. Gotta make you mine, come on. Well, I've been up all night, so glamorous, waiting for.
Alright. Looks like we're gonna kick this pre-show off with driver interviews, and the first driver that I have to interview right now is the driver behind Megalodon, Rogelio Hernandez. So, Rogelio, how are you doing tonight heading into this event?
You know what? We're doing it overall pretty well. The truck's giving us slight issues here and there, hoping to fix that up by the time this event starts. But other than that, we're ready to kick this night off with a bang.
Yeah, I see that you're in 6th place right now. How do you expect to move yourself up? You know, you definitely have some potential in making the top 5. Considering that this is the finale, what are you going to do tonight? Give us like a bit of an overview of what you're going to do for racing, skills, and freestyle. I could assume that there might be a little bit of pressure on you to get into that top 5 position. So what are you going to do tonight?
You know what? Word on the street, I heard Danny Mackey can't make it tonight. So that relieves a bit of pressure, you know, getting the biggest gun out of the way. But you know, we're going for points tonight. If we get a win, we get a win. But we're just trying to rack up the points here tonight in Salt Lake, hoping to get within the top 5. Like you said, we're just right outside of it, barely.
Yeah, that sounds good. And right now, just taking a look at the bracket to see who you're taking on, you're going up against Josh Hooked, I believe. So yes, how do you expect to make it out of round 1 and possibly make it farther into this bracket than how you did compared to last week in Arlington, where I believe you made it to round 2 at most?
You know, we go one race at a time, hoping the truck doesn't bug up or something and messes up. Josh is a really great racer and overall really great driver. He slept on in this tour, I believe. But it's going to be a great race. You know, whoever wins really just I'm stuttering on my words here. Whoever wins, basically, I mean, they're the better man, and hopefully we can just make it far in this bracket tonight.
Sounds great, fans. There you have it. Rogelio Hernandez, driver behind Megalodon. Make sure you tune in at 7:30 to watch the show tonight, as he's definitely going to deliver some action. Rogelio, any final thoughts?
You know what? Let's just go out there and have some fun. Salt Lake City, last time we were here was All-Star. That track sucked, but this one is way better conditions, so I'm really ready for this event.
There you have it. And for our second driver interview, we're going to be having one of the World Finals 5 qualifiers coming up, Adrian Cooper in the Black Pearl. So Adrian, I just mentioned that you are one of the qualifiers for World Finals 5. How does that impact you heading into this finale? You know, is the pressure kind of off your shoulders knowing that you're already locked in? Or are you still going to run that thing as hard as you can possibly tonight for the fans in Salt Lake City?
You know, it feels good to be in the World Finals. Let's be honest, it's no secret that I've been having a pretty bad season. But, so I'm looking to at least, you know, give something to give me momentum going into the World Finals. Like, more so for me than for my points running or anything like that. I want to maybe, you know, if I can, walk home with a win today. That might be good. I've been feeling pretty confident on the track lately. So, yeah, I just kind of want to win.
Yeah, sounds good. And usually throughout this series, we would have very wide Chicago-style courses. Now, today, we're going to have a Jersey-style course with a bunch of tight corners. How does that benefit you tonight as opposed to all the other drivers? And how are you going to improve your driving style to adjust?
You know, at first I didn't think it was going to benefit me, but then I ran some passes, and I felt like pretty quick on it. Like compared to some of my my competitors, I feel like I've been running, you know, right there with some of the best of them. So that's been good to see. You know, the really tight straightaways, you're not going to be able to like sling it into the corner as you would have, you know, in say like Houston, for example. But so it's more of a driver's course than anything we've had pretty much this entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when we look at the track, there's a lot of, I guess, pretty short obstacles, but a lot of the hits out there are very steep, and you really have to be a pretty calculated and technical driver to really handle this freestyle course. And last weekend in Arlington, you came out and you got second place in freestyle. How does that momentum from last week bring yourself into this event, considering how hard this track might be for some of the competitors out here?
It helps a lot. You know, I'm going to be going second to last in freestyle, which interestingly enough as well, I'll be going at the World Finals, which is usually my like prime spot. I don't like to be the person to close out the show because that puts, you know, a lot of pressure on it. And but second to last is usually that prime spot because you get to see where everybody's gone. And so that's going to help. Freestyle track, like you said, really steep, but that's kind of my type of track. You know, like a lot of transition pieces. I like to like land on top of obstacles and then use the like a lip on that obstacle as a jump in its own. So yeah, definitely my type of track when it comes to freestyle.
Sounds great, fans. There you have it for Adrian Cooper in Black Pearl, one of the qualifiers for World Finals 5. Make sure that you check out his performances later tonight and tune in at 7:30. Adrian, any last thoughts before heading into the show?
Yeah, I'd like to issue a formal challenge to Jaden Green. The battle for the 8th spot begins now, buddy. Better bring your A game tonight.
Oh, there you go. Fire in the booth already. As we're going to transition into our next driver interview. Thank you, Adrian, for coming in here.
No problem. Have a good one.
And here we have it. The World Finals 4 Racing Champion and one of the guys alongside Adrian Cooper that's already locked into the World Finals 5, Blake Thompson, driver of Overboard. Now, Blake, considering that Danny Mackey isn't going to be able to show up tonight, how does that impact you in the points, and does that motivate you to drive even harder to possibly get that #1 spot in the points championship series?
Oh yeah, it's very intimidating now because I have two other very good drivers to go up against. But of course it motivates me, man. I'm 19 points behind, and all it takes is one perfect event from me, man, and that's it, and it's going to be over. And I hope, I can get there, but if not, we're really looking forward to tonight, though. This Overboard truck is got the final week tonight before the World Finals. That body's not going to be pretty. At the end of the night, we're going to go back to the shop, and we're going to get a brand new body, brand new paint, everything for the World Finals. And it's going to be a fun time tonight, I can tell you that. Overboard's going to be in the winner's circle one way or the other.
Sounds great. Already looking forward to things. And I want to touch upon the track or the racing style that we have here tonight. You're not really much of a fan of Chicago-style tracks, but now today we have a pretty nice and tight Jersey-style course. Knowing that you're one of the best racers here on the circuit in Stadium Championship Series 1, how does that help you tonight in terms of the point standings and how you're going to perform against these other drivers in racing?
Yeah, it's good. I love it, and I really love this Jersey-style course. The track makers did a fantastic job, and it's going to be a driver's course tonight. Even though it's just Jersey-style, it's a little bit tighter with the stadium that we're in tonight, and I think it's going to help me a lot. I definitely see myself getting the racing win tonight. I personally think there's nobody here that can keep up with me tonight. I think I'm the fastest racer in Stadium Tour 1, and I'm going to prove it tonight.
Absolutely, and not to put you on the spot with this question, but you've done exceptionally well in racing all throughout the season. You've definitely got up there in freestyle all throughout, but it looks like that one element that you're kind of missing here, or some people might perceive it to be, is two-wheel skills. So what's going to be your plan here for two-wheel skills, and just what are you going to do in order to bring yourself up in the points, just trying to get better at that one competition, because you seem really good at all the others.
Yeah, two-wheel and skills, that's actually been my downfall this whole season, and I totally admit it. Skills has never been my strong suit, and it's really what killed me so much in points early on in this season. I got a few things up my sleeve tonight for skills that at least are going to get me top 5, I hope. So my goal for skills is just at least be top 5, if not, maybe even take the skills win. I've got something up my sleeve tonight. We're going to try to reel in that skills challenge tonight. It's been the hardest competition for me by far. I'm always been a good racer, and I've always been a good freestyler, but I just never can get a grasp on skills. We're going to try our best tonight.
You heard it all right there from Blake Thompson. Once again, catch him tonight at 7:30 in just a few moments here after this pre-show. He's definitely going to throw it down for all you fans in Salt Lake City. And for our next driver interview, we're going to have Max Halpert in Scooby-Doo, one of the drivers in the Championship Series chase right now. And Max, I got to tell you, how are you feeling heading into this event and knowing that you have that big opportunity of getting the Series Championship right here in Salt Lake City?
I'm just going to try to do what I've been doing all season. I'm going to try to take each competition in strides, just try to control what I can and not let the nerves get to me too much. Just managing the nerves has been big for me this season. I've been trying my best to get the most consistent amount of points and not really looking towards winning every single competition, because if you have that kind of outlook and you lose one of them, then that's where things can start going downhill.
Really solid mindset that you have for this event. And Max, I got to tell you, you've been building a lot of momentum in especially the freestyle competition. Last week in Arlington, you won freestyle, and so how does that help tonight? Where, I mean, this is the finale. You have to go all out, and especially for freestyle, what are you looking to prove here to all these fans in Salt Lake City?
I don't feel like I have too much to prove. more so, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. Obviously, I mean, it's been working very well. I mean, in back-to-back weeks, I've been able to put some really high scores up there. One of them I was able to win with. I was fortunate enough to win with. And I feel like if I could just do what I've been doing, stay consistent, then I'm going to give myself the best chance possible to take this series.
Sounds great. You heard it all there from Max Halpert, one of the drivers in the championship's points chase. And so, catch him tonight, 7:30. You're going to see him throw down for all you fans here in Salt Lake City. And next up for our driver interviews, we're going to have Connor Bauer, the guy in Avenger, come here into the booth. Connor, how are you feeling for tonight, man?
You know what, dude? I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, it's the final show here in Salt Lake City, and we got a nice body here tonight. Now, we ran the 57 Chevy all year, or all season, but this time we got something very special for tonight's fans.
Sounds great. And so, you've definitely been one of the underdogs here. I mean, you came out as a rookie. You definitely proved a lot of people wrong. And tonight is the finale. You know, a lot of drivers are going to be going all out. What do you think you have to prove to all these fans here in Salt Lake City, especially considering that you're a newcomer and you've definitely done really well under the radar?
I got to prove a lot to these fans, especially some of my competitors here. You know, I was supposed to be taking on Mario tonight, but sadly he's not going to make it out here. And this is the final show before World Finals, so I have to make a statement here at this final show. Like I said, the truck's feeling good. We've been taking some practice laps, so we've been doing really good with them. I'm very confident coming into racing, and freestyle, we got one trick up our sleeve tonight.
Sounds great. Loving the energy. And fans, once again, Connor Bauer, he's going to be around here to throw down in all three competitions, racing, skills, and freestyle. Catch him later tonight. Thank you for coming out here, Connor.
Nope. Hope you fans are ready. Yeah!
My mom and dad were perfect, but still you don't hear no crying ass bitching from me. Like there seems to be on everybody's CD. So just sit back and relax and let me have your head for a minute. I can show you something in it that has yet to be.
And for our next interview, we're going to have Mr. Consistency here, Chris Pervalericus in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Chris, I mean, you've been up front in the pack for so long. Will tonight be the finale, or will this show here tonight be the final show where you're able to pick up a win here in either racing, skills, or freestyle?
I hope so. I've been second a couple times in, I think, 2 of the competitions. Hopefully tonight we can close out with a win, but my main goal really is just to pass Blake and get third on the series, because I know I can get the points on Danny, and I just know I got to get past Blake if I want to get top 3, which is my goal since the beginning of the season.
Sounds great, and it looks like tonight you're going to be taking on Jaden Green and Zombie. So what is going to be your plan here for racing, especially on this Jersey-style course?
Not worried too much about how Pete is feeling. I just want to take a smooth lap, have it feel all right, and then just see how many rounds it takes me. If I don't go any, that's all right. At least I've done a decent run.
Sounds great. And once again, Chris Pervalericus is going to be throwing down here in Salt Lake City with this massive floor that we have out here for you fans. Chris, thank you for coming on to for this interview, and we're going to get set for our next one.
All right, man. Thank you.
And here we go. We got Travis Palm, the driver of Blue Thunder, here in the booth for an interview. Travis, I mean, we've seen that you've definitely been kind of going a bit easy here all throughout the series, just having fun out there, which is always good to see. But what is your mindset here, especially coming into the finale, where a lot of drivers are going to be on their A game, and a lot of them are competing for a spot here in the World Finals, or just for other things like a Point Series Championship? So what's going through your head as we head into the finale?
Well, you see, the first thing going through my mind is racing, because I think I have the most important race of the season, and that is the first race actually, and that is against Max Halpert and Scooby Doo. I'm gonna give him a good race because if I beat him, then Blake has a good shot of winning the series. But as well, I'm here to have fun, whether I win or lose. I know I'm not gonna be in World Finals, so I'm just gonna do what I want. And Blue Thunder's not gonna be in one piece by the end of this event, that's for sure.
Yeah, sounds great, and want to hear a little bit of your thoughts about this freestyle course, and what do you think it's gonna, or what do you think it's gonna require out of these drivers, or especially yourself, in order to get a really good run, and just how to handle this track, because we have a lot of steep obstacles and a lot of challenging places where drivers could definitely get stuck or get slowed down here. So, what are your thoughts on the freestyle track?
Well, I definitely can say that freestyle is going to be a lot of fun. I have a few things planned for freestyle that I don't think anyone else is going to do. And I'm hoping that maybe I can go away with a win this season. But whether or not it happens, I'm excited to see all the action go down tonight.
Sounds great. Thank you for being here in the booth for this interview, Travis. And once again, you fans can catch him at 7:30. He's going to be throwing down for you a lot. And we're going to get set for our last driver interview, I believe. Thank you, Travis, once again.
Out the driveway, slow summer on a Friday. Here we go again, wild in the wind. Mama knows she's gonna be late. Hit the party just to watch her dance. Good to go when she grabs your hand like a shot from a gun. It's a dead run, the first leg of a getaway plan. You burn rubber when you smoke them tires. Days gone and the night's on fire.
All right, and so before we head into our show tonight, the last part of this pre-show, I'm here with league co-host Austin Dahlgren. We're just going to give a little bit of our predictions on who's going to win in racing skills and freestyle tonight, being that this is the finale in Salt Lake City. So, Austin, I want to hear some of your predictions first. Who do you think is going to take home the wins tonight?
Well, seeing that Danny Mackey is now out of the equation, realistically, it brings it down to two. And one of those two, Israel Martinez, I believe is going to take home the racing win. And that's going to put him ahead by a few points. It's going to be neck and neck until the finish. Izzy's really strong with the two-wheel skills as well and freestyle. But Max Halpert, I believe, is at the end going to be the series champion after he wins freestyle tonight. Max Halpert, in reality, without the judging, I think he's won 3 in a row, and he's going to go for 4 in freestyle tonight. He's gonna be strong in racing, strong in skills. He's going to get all the points he needs, and he's going to be on top after tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I could agree with you on a lot of that. For racing, I personally think that, with this driver who has been so deadly fast and consistent all season long, and I mean, considering that this is the finale on a track that he definitely likes, I think Blake Thompson is probably going to take home this racing win, considering just the setup he has on that overboard and how much that he has proven to be such a fast and consistent racer all throughout the season. For skills, I think a lot of drivers could definitely come out. We might have a wild card winner, but I'm going with either Israel Martinez. He's shown a lot lately, especially with his bicycle to moonwalk combinations and whatnot, or maybe Chris Pervolaricus. I'm predicting that with his technical combinations, he also said that he has something planned here for tonight in skills. He could definitely take home the first win for himself here in this season. As for freestyle, I feel like Max Halper could definitely come out and rock the house because of just how much momentum he's been building up to this competition. But if I had to go with someone else, I'd definitely say that Adrian Cooper might get back on top in freestyle. He came so close in Arlington, he might be able to just not let it go out of the palms of his hands once again here tonight and possibly get the win. But as for who I believe is going to get the series championship, it's going to be close. But I honestly feel like Max Halper, for how consistent he is in all three competitions, he's just going to possibly just go ahead of Israel Martinez and just get the win here tonight. I honestly can't see anything else happening.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Either way, I mean, you see, it could be anyone. Oh, we have TJ's prediction as the official of RORMJL, the host and everything. As TJ Rich says, Max Halpert's going to win racing, Izzy's going to win two-wheel skills, Chris is going to win freestyle, and the champion of Stadium Championship Series 1 would be Israel and Bakugan Dragonoid. Anything could happen. The stakes could never be higher. It's all on the road to World Finals 5, and I'm excited to get this show started tonight. Good luck to everyone competing.
Sloppy flow, shotgun opera, lock and load. Cock it back and then watch it go. Mama help me, I've been cursed. Death is rolling in every verse. Candy paint on his brand new hearse. Can't contain him, he knows he works. Fuck, this hurts, I won't lie. Doesn't matter how hard I try. Half the words don't mean a thing, and I know that I won't be satisfied. So why try ignoring him? Make a dirt dance floor again. Say your prayers and stop it out when they bring that chorus in. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out. I've opened up these scars. I'll make you face us. I pull myself so far. I'll make you face us. No! I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out. I bleed it out.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes had or the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
This is Monster Jam Live.
We got some things to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got clever. But you're not fooling me, cause I can't say the way you shake and shiver. You know we got
Alright, Monster Jam Live fans, it is time that we transition into our Monster Energy Racing competition. Once again, we all know the deal, a single elimination bracket style tournament where all these drivers will be fighting for that first 16 set of points of the night. So we're about to transition into our first matchup. Right here, we have a lot of competition, especially with this Jersey style course. A lot of tight turns. This is probably going to throw some drivers off. So these drivers really have to be on their game in order to progress through the bracket and in order to have a good showing out here against all their other competitors. It looks like right now we're going to have a 60-second clock for one of our competitors. So again, we'll let you guys know that Danny Mackey and Monster Energy will not be able to show up tonight, as well as Mario Ortega in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So, looks like the 60-second clock is up. Let's see who's going to pull out onto the track. And here he is, the driver that's going to be taking a bye run. He was supposed to take on Danny Mackey, but once again, he's not here. It's Ike to Saint in Gravedigger. So right now, this is just going to be a bit of a practice lap, or I guess a qualifying lap, if you will, for Ike. He's still going to be competing for lane choice, though, so he's even though he's not having another competitor lined up right beside him, you still want to make a good, fast, and clean pass. Oh, and as I say that, it looks like he's just going to take this nice and easy. I mean, if I was Ike, I would try to run out there for lane choice in order to, you know, get a good spot in for my next race, but it looks like he's just taking a nice Sunday stroll around this Jersey-style course. He's... Oh.
Hey, Brandon, there's no lane choice tonight.
He's gonna... Okay. I like this buy run. Okay, yeah, there is no lane choice. That's awesome. So, yeah, he's just gonna... And he gets it. Nice. So that buy run definitely was something there. Ike Toussaint just giving something for the fans. As right now we're going to transition into our first race, I believe. And right here, we're going to have Travis Palm and Blue Thunder pull out onto the track. And he's going to be taking on Max Halpert and Scooby-Doo, a driver in contention of taking home that points championship. This race possibly going to mean everything to Max Halpert, as he wants to make sure that he gets enough ground on Izzy to overtake him in the point standings. So here we go, they're going to go off the line. And now we're going to see a race in action. Look at Travis kind of 90ing that corner right there, and he has a bit of a lead. Max is trying to keep the truck more low to the ground, gain more speed on the floor. But right now, Travis might have a bit of a slight edge. They're going to come around the final corner. Oh, and Travis Palm going to knock out Scooby-Doo. A huge win for Travis Palm. We're going to make sure that it is official. Is right there. No times will be displayed for this event. It is just based on wins and losses. Travis Palm and Blue Thunder going to advance into round number 2, taking out Max Halpert and Scooby-Doo. An incredible turn of events here as Travis Palm hasn't really made any statements all throughout the series, but right there he could definitely take that one to heart, as that was a major accomplishment for him. As we're going to transition into our next race, Blake Thompson, my personal pick to win the bracket tonight inside of Overboard, to pull out onto the track, and he is taking on Josh Gajewski in Stone Crusher. Going to come off the line right here. Josh with a very nice entry into that corner. Blake keeping it nice and tight though, but Stone Crusher is still hanging on with the Overboard. We're going to come around the fun box. Now they're going to come around these transfer jumps. Blake Thompson with a beautiful final corner, and he's going to secure the bag here in round number 1. Thompson, he's another driver that is in contention of taking home this points championship, and he's taking it seriously right there with how tight and how aggressive he was around this track. Let's hope that he can keep up the consistency and possibly take home this win like how we've seen him do so on multiple other occasions. As for now, we're going to continue with round number 1 as we have a lot more action to come. A race right here, as we're about to see the drivers on the board in just a moment. And you see the first guy, Mr. Consistency, Chris Pervalericus in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. And he's going to be taking on Jaden Green in Zombie. Jaden Green with a bit of a breakout season here in this season of RORMJL. Let's see if he's going to be able to continue to make statements on the circuit. They come around the corner. Chris Pervalericus a bit slow, and that's just going to open up the door for Jaden Green to take advantage. Always clipping the fun box though. We're going to come around this final corner, but it looks like it is all Zombie as they move over the line. And yes, Jaden Green will be getting the win over Chris Pervalericus. Obviously, it's a bit harder to tell who is faster than the other, but a lot of the winners from these races seem to be handling this course very well. And next up, we're going to have Irving Marin in Rage come out and stage himself on top of one of these fun boxes. And he's going to be taking on Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid. Now, with the exclusion of Danny Mackey on the board for points, Israel Martinez is technically in the lead if you think about it. So he's going to want to keep up that consistency from all his other events. See how he deals with the pressure of having to carry that points lead all throughout this event, and so far he's handling it pretty well against Irving. We're going to come around the final corner, and it is a walk in the park right there for Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid. And look at Rage just soaring across the line. In a bit, we're going to transition into the next race in round number 1. So far, racing's been looking really stacked, but right now we're going to have Josh Kingma and Hooked come out onto the track. And he's going to be taking on a pretty solid racer out here inside of Rogelio Hernandez in Megalodon. These two are great friends off the track, but when it comes to competition-wise on the track, these two friends turn into enemies real quick, because let's see who's going to get the win out of round number 1. Battle of the fishes right now. We got the Megalodon and we got fish on a hook. They're going to come around the corner, and Rogelio keeping a nice lead right now by about a truck length's worth. Josh with the bad bounce, and that's going to hurt him right there. It looks like the Megalodon is going to get the win here. Took that corner very close. Okay. Took that corner very tight right there. Close to the tire, but it looks like Rogelio Hernandez going to get the automatic win. Kingma and Hooked crashed pretty badly right there in that final corner. Unable to finish his pass. I have our second to last race. I cannot speak here, with Tristan Livdahl in Maximum Destruction coming out to play. And he's going to be taking on Adrian Cooper in Black Pearl. Let's see, Adrian Cooper. He said that he's feeling pretty confident heading into this racing competition. Let's see if he's going to be able to back those words up here, as he has to take on Tristan Livdahl, who's not the easiest competitor to go up against, especially here in racing. They come off the line, a slight edge to Maximum Destruction. Around the corner, though, Adrian Cooper making up that ground. Tristan, though, taking it back as they come around the fun box. A back and forth race right here. They're going to come around the final corner. Tristan lived all nice and tight. Adrian with the momentum, but it is too late for the Black Pearl. Maximum Destruction going to get the win. And right now for our last race, or last run right here, is going to be from Connor Bauer in Avenger. Once again, he was supposed to be taking on Mario Ortega, who's inside the Monsterma Dalmatian Galaxy machine, but he is unable to pull up onto the track. And so Connor Bauer is going to take a nice Sunday stroll here into the next round. This time, though, he's really trying to get a feel for this track. Pretty much the polar opposite of what Ike was trying to do with his bye run. Connor Bauer looking pretty smooth, though. We take a look at him around the corners. And right there, the Avenger going to get that easy ticket into round number 2. Because right now, we're going to transition into our next race, or our next round of racing, excuse me. Interesting field here for round number 2. We're going to be seeing Nick Toussaint in Gravedigger taking on Travis Palm in Blue Thunder, Blake Thompson in Overboard taking on Jaden Green in Zombie, then Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid taking on Rogelio Hernandez in Megalodon, and then we're going to be seeing Tristan Livdahl in Maximum Destruction taking on Connor Bauer in Avenger. So far, just getting our first race of round number 2 set. Travis Palm staged and ready with that beautiful looking Blue Thunder machine. Right now we're just going to have Ike pull up to the line. As while we wait, the news is out that Josh Kingma will not be competing for the rest of the night, as his machine has been absolutely thrashed, as he kind of wrecked it hard there in the final corner of his pass. Tough break for him. Right now we're going to take a look at this race, and Travis Palm with a pretty demanding lead right off the bat. We're going to come around the fun box. Oh, Blue Thunder getting hiked up a little bit. So far, Travis maintaining a solid lead. And Blue Thunder able to hold off the black and green wrecking machine, as Ike is all over the place over the line. Palm, a bit of a breakout event here in terms of racing, gonna move his way into the semifinals. right now we're gonna get set with our next race here. Once again, Blake Thompson and Overboard, Jaden Green and Zombie. They go off the line and they look pretty even. Blake Thompson with a smooth corner, Jaden Green hanging in with him, making up a little bit of ground in the air. Jaden's trying to give it 110% on the Zombie machine, but Blake Thompson is just going to get more momentum out of the final corner and get the win. Great effort right there from Jaden. Once again, Blake Thompson and Overboard just proving to be such a fast and competitive racer out here, especially on a track with this Jersey-style course. It is more of his home turf right here, as opposed to the Chicago-style and very wide racing courses that we've had throughout the season. It should be a very fun matchup right here. Rogelio Hernandez and Megalodon, Israel Martinez and Bakugan Dragonoid. We're going to come around the corner. Rogelio taking that nice and tight, and he's going to hold a little bit of a lead as they still have one more oval to go. They're looking pretty even. Megalodon maybe with the slight edge. Israel with a very aggressive final corner. And Bakugan Dragonoid going to make the comeback. A great race ran there from Israel Martinez. I mean, no shame for Rogelio. I mean, going up against a very fast racer like Israel Martinez, nothing to really hang your head about. They were pretty much just mirroring each other all throughout the course. That was a very fun race to watch. But Israel Martinez, this is going to help him gain a lot of points here on Max Halpert in terms of clutching that overall points championship for the series. It looks like we're going to have Adrian Cooper in the Black Pearl going up against Connor Bauer in Avenger, the final race of round number 2. Round the corner right now. Connor looking very fast out here. Adrian, I don't know what's going on, but he has kind of been left in the dust right now. As long as Connor can just not make any mistakes out here, he's pretty much secured the bag. Around the final corner, Avenger moving into the semifinals. Looks like we're gonna see a red light call for Connor Bauer and Avenger. And despite how fast he looked right there in his pass, the call has been made. There will be a disqualification on Connor Bauer and Avenger. So Adrian Cooper in the Black Pearl able to come back in the semifinals and redeem himself. Stories being made here in Salt Lake City as this sets up an interesting Final Four for our semifinals. Blue Thunder and Overboard, Bakugan Dragonoid, and Black Pearl. Right now we're just waiting for our two competitors for the first race of the semifinals to pull up onto the track. Blake Thompson and Overboard, he's looking for that next racing win. I can't even count how many he's got all throughout the season. He's just won so many. And Travis Palm, he's been having a lot of great luck here in this bracket. If he could take out a guy like Blake Thompson, that would be just remarkable for his career here, or for his season in RORMJL. Around the first corner, we're going to see Blake Thompson holding on to a bit of a lead, but Travis with the momentum, he's keeping up with him. Blake kind of getting the front wheels a bit airborne right there, but he has a demanding lead around the fun box. Overboard going to move on to our championship round race. Great effort right there from Travis Palm. I mean, making it all the way past round 1, past round 2, into the semis. Nothing to hang your head in shame about. So a great night of racing for him. But Blake Thompson and Overboard definitely gaining ground on Max Halpert and on some of the other competitors out here in terms of that championship points race. And speaking of points race, we have another competitor out here in the chase, Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid, and he's going to be taking on Adrian Cooper in Black Pearl. Drivers are staged and ready. Off the line they go. Looking pretty even. Around the first corner right there. Adrian taking that nice and tight, mirroring each other as they go into the fun box. Gonna come around, still pretty even. Maybe a slight edge to Israel Martinez around the final corner, and Bakugan Dragonoid is gonna move into our final round of racing. Looks like we have a battle of our predicted drivers here between myself and co-host Austin Dahlgren. I predicted Blake to move into the finals and win. He predicted Israel Martinez to get the win here in racing. So this will be a very interesting and competitive final round. Both of these drivers competing for that points title. Here he is on the screen, the guy that has gotten so many racing wins all throughout the season, looking to get his final one here in the regular season, Blake Thompson in Overboard. And he will be taking on Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid, who is just so close to getting that points championship. You know he wants it badly. He's going to have to get through Blake Thompson, who's also in the points race. Here we go for the final round. We're going to come around the first corner. Blake Thompson nice and tight, but Israel with a bit more momentum. Around the corner, Israel going to have to check up right there. That's going to give Blake a lot of ground. Around the corner, and Overboard is going to be your racing winner here in the finale. Blake Thompson, he is celebrating there with a donut right at the corner of the stadium. He knew that he had that race won. Another win going under Blake Thompson's belt here in Season 5 of RORMJL. Congratulations to Blake Thompson. He had to take out Josh Gajewski and Stone Crusher in round 1, then took out Jaden Green and Zombie in round 2, then had to take out Blue Thunder in the semis, and then just took out Israel Martinez. I have the super glued to the action replay on the board right now. Just a beautiful turn right there for Blake. Always has those shocks just dialed in. So experienced and so in touch with all the mechanics here behind the trucks in Sim Monsters, behind rigs of rods. And just in a little bit, we're going to transition into our second competition of the day. While we wait, it looks like for the championship watch, we have just Max Halpert and Scooby-Doo 10 points behind Israel Martinez and Bakugan Dragonoid. And then Blake Thompson just in third place, right behind Izzy with 17 points. So the order goes as follows with Israel, then Max, and then Blake. The gap just keeps getting closer and closer between these competitors. And here we go, our second competition of the day is the Great Clip Skills Challenge. With all these drivers will be getting 2 hits each in order to pull off some of the best two-wheel or one-wheel maneuvers that they possibly could pull off. And this includes combinations, wheelies, moonwalks, bicycles, sidewalls, poppers, skid marks, transitions, Hawkins especially. Something that I've been trying to do lately in Arena Tour 2. And so, just anything on two wheels could work out. And kicking things off right here is Max Halpert and Scooby-Doo. Max Halpert always been very consistent in the two-wheel skill challenge. See how he's going to be able to redeem himself from racing, as he definitely wants to make up the points, or at least have a really good spot up the board here in skills. Rides the wheelie up and over the backside of the middle jump, carrying it all across, and combos that into the moonwalk. Right there, I think he tried to walk it up. Still a very good attempt right there from Max Halpert. Gonna go over this fun box? No? Still trying to search for something to hit. Obviously, there's no such thing as momentum and skill, so these drivers could take as long as they want to find a really good spot to do their moves off of. And right now, Max has found a spot. Going on the front twos. Shifting it in reverse into the moonwalk. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Getting the moonwalk airborne. Pouncing it into a wheelie all the way across. Kind of pocketed it over that center jump. That was pretty cool. That last hit especially was very impressive from Max Halpert. And I'd assume that's going to hold up in the lead for quite a while. Unless, of course, all these other drivers have some other tricks up their sleeves. Right there, that was a great moonwalk. Got the thing airborne, bounced it into the wheelie, pocketed it over the middle. Great sequence of moves right there from Max Halpert as we're just awaiting the scores. A 9.265, a great score for the Scooby-Doo Monster Jam truck in order to kick things off in skills. Next up, we're going to be seeing Josh Gajewski and Stone Crusher pull up onto the track and display what he could do on two wheels out here. Josh, once again, he definitely knows how to bring some wow factor to the table in this competition. Though he's much more of a freestyler, once again, he could always pull some tricks out of his top hat of his. Gonna come over, oh, just as I say so. Oh. Not sure how 2021 realistic that was, but I mean, that was cool. It was something different as he's going to go into his next hit. I went in for a cartwheel, then bounced it in reverse. Talked about Josh just having some things that he could pull out of the hat, and right there was just one of his moves. On for a second one. Oh, man. Able to save it. Getting the truck a bit airborne, and right there, that's going to be the end of his run. Wouldn't say it was a really successful second hit. And the first hit, I'm not sure how well the judges are going to be able to evaluate that. But the scores are coming in. Yes, it is a 7.374. The unrealism in that first hit definitely reflected in the scores. Well as how his second hit wasn't so vertical or clean. So all that just allowing Max Halpert to keep his lead here in skills. But this driver could definitely take it away. It's Chris Pervalericus in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. This is my guy here who I predicted to win skills. Let's see if he's going to be able to make my prediction come true here, as Chris has always been so consistent in this competition, but I don't think he's ever got a win. Great moonwalk. Oh, no. Commentator's curse strikes once again right there. Chris, I talked to him before. He said that he had some things planned here for skills, but just wasn't able to get over with the first hit. The score is a 2.526. Coming out next, we have Irving Marin in Rage. I believe in Tampa, Florida came pretty close to getting the win here in skills. Irving knows how to bring different moves to the table here. I think we've seen him try to do that, the transfer outside one of the obstacles into the moonwalk. I wonder if he's going to pull that out today. But right now for the first hit, he's going to go for a bicycle. Nicely done! Oh, he's not going to be able to save it. Man. 2 drivers in a row just flipping over in skills early on the first hit. Not what you want to see, or not what you want to, not the type of situation you want to be in as a driver. As the score is coming in for Rage. Try to get some going there with the bicycle, just wasn't able to execute it well. And it is a 2.573. So that's going to put Irving Marin in 3rd place in the skills competition, just 0.05 of a point right above Christopher Valericus. Max Halpert still staying in the lead comfortably. So far, these other competitors not really they haven't really been able to touch that kind of clean combinations, the performance that he had. So let's see what other things that these drivers might have in store for us in the skills competition. And coming out next, we're going to have Tristan Livdahl in Maximum Destruction Fire. Tristan Livdahl, once again in that Willman. Let's see what he's going to be able to do different compared to all these other drivers. I think he's going to be lining up for some in the middle. Yep, he's going to go over that step up. A very smooth transition into the moonwalk. They're walking it over. Oh, trying to bounce it into the wheelie. Got a little bit of a power wheelie out of that. I'd say that was kind of out of desperation though, because the move didn't work as clean as he wanted it to be. Gonna go for his second hit though. That was a really good moonwalk nonetheless, up and over the entire step up. Go for the maximum moonwalk. Oh! Bounces it into the wheelie. Nicely done. Usually drivers would have a hard time trying to get something out of the maximum moonwalk. Mainly because there's limited space to, pull a combination off of. Right there, Tristan Livdahl pulling out something special from that. And the score will be an 8.964. Just not enough to get the lead. However, that is going to put him in a really solid 2nd place position. Yeah, a lot of the other drivers really liked how Tristan Livdahl's second hit worked out. As we're going to transition into our next competitor, which is Ike Toussaint in Gravedigger. Whether he could pull off something that goes along 2021 realism rules, he could always bring something to the table. Right here, looks like he's just going to kind of take it easy and go for the donut. See him spinning right there. Oh, kind of going pretty close to the racing lanes. Oh, he's going real fast. Oh, shoot. Oh, and he's going to dump it onto the lid. Give it up for Ike. Always known for doing things different compared to what his competitors can do out here. Jeremy Castillo says that, in his opinion, that wins the skills challenge. Very interesting, as we're going to wait for the scores for Gravedigger. And with that donut, he's going to get a 7.634. That's going to put him above a lot of other competitors out here. That's just to show you how simple but easy moves like that, as long as you can make them really cool looking, they could definitely score you a lot of points. Coming out next, we have Jaden Green in Zombie, the skills winner in Tampa. Let's see what he's going to do out here on the track. All these very steep obstacles, you know, a lot of these hits definitely look two-wheel skill oriented for these drivers to kind of do things off of. See what he's going to go for. And he puts the truck into a nice skid mark, walks the wheelie up and over. Unable to get the moonwalk though. That's going to hurt him with the scores. He's going to try and redeem himself with this second hit. I mean, if he wants to take the lead though, he has to make this a very special one. He's going to go for the bicycle. Oh, that was pretty smooth. And walks a moonwalk out of it. Nicely done right there from Jaden. That's a very interesting way to get the bicycle into the moonwalk. Drove it right into the other obstacle, perched the truck onto the front twos, and was able to ride with it. It's coming in, it is an 8.785 for Jaden Green and Zombie, taking third place as of right now, right behind Max Halpert and Tristan Livedall. Coming out next, we have Rogelio Hernandez in Megalodon. A driver that I always get a lot of excitement from watching in the skills competition. Let's see what he's going to do out here. He's really took the time to master the moonwalk, you know, do some things on the front twos, walking it over obstacles, down obstacles, across the floor. He's going to go for a moonwalk here. Oh! I don't know what he's going for. I assume that's not a hit. Oh, never mind. It is. Going for the skid mark. Able to walk the wheelie cleanly over into the moonwalk. Oh, man. That was a very hard hit. He's going to bring the truck back on all fours, and yeah, that's going to be it. Rogelio Hernandez, known for his slow technical performances here in skills, unable to get another one done here tonight in Salt Lake City. As, yeah, the score is in. It is a 5.126 for Rogelio Hernandez. It's gonna put him currently in 6th place at the moment, but we still have a lot more competitors to go. As once again, Max Halpert still holding on to the hot seat right now in skills. See if any of these next competitors could be able to, you know, level up to the caliber of his performance. As right now we have Connor Bauer in Avenger going up for skills. Looks like Connor might be trying to go for something off of this transfer jump. Maybe for a bicycle? Yes, he is. Oh, I'm not sure if that's going to count because all 4 tires were grounded. Trying to make the most out of the hit, though. And right there, going to be it for the first hit for Connor Bauer. Looks like all 4 tires kind of settled onto the floor, and he had to just kind of power it back onto the right 2s. Oh man, he's gonna go for a Kohler style sky wheelie. Huge air off of it. Oh no, that's not pleasant though. Unable to land it right there. Liking the effort, like how he went for some completely different, but wouldn't say a lot of technical ability goes behind a sky wheelie. And he wasn't really able to land it properly. So Connor Bauer gonna get the score of a 6.462. Not enough, definitely not enough to get the lead, but it is enough to get him ahead of Rogelio, putting him in 6th place at the moment. And coming up next, we have one of our semifinalists here in the bracket, Travis Palm in Blue Thunder. I don't think Travis was a guy that a lot of us expected to make it to the semifinals of racing, but hey, he was able to, prove us wrong. And it looks like he's gonna go for some donuts, already starting off a lot faster than Ike. Trying to get the truck on 2 wheels a little bit. He's getting it done out here on this floor. Some nice donuts being done. Oh, and he saves it. Able to land the donuts, got it on 2 wheels for a couple moments throughout the run. Had some pretty good speed all throughout. I'd say they were better than Gravediggers, but let's see what the score is going to be for Blue Thunder. And yeah, right there, he's going to get a 7.732. Travis Palm. Although some people might say that he's taking, the easier way out here in skills, still racking up the points as that puts him in 4th place at the moment. And we're going to transition into our next run from our 2nd semifinalist, Adrian Cooper in Black Pearl. This will be the final skills run for him until we head into the World Finals. So he definitely wants to make it a special one out here. Gonna go for the bicycle off the fun box. Pops it onto the front 2s into the moonwalk. Nicely done. And right there, smart choice right there to just kind of, not milk the hit out for too long. Very smooth bicycle to moonwalk. To come around for his 2nd hit. Might be going for another bicycle. Yes, he is. Let's see what he's gonna make out of it. Putting it into some sidewalls. Try to get the wheelie out of it. Oh, and he transitions into the moonwalk. Walking it down the fun box and across the floor. Kind of fish flopped it from the right 2s onto the left 2s, and then went onto the front 2s. Very interesting sequence of moves right there for Adrian. The question is, will it take the lead? And the answer is no, with the score of an 8.812. Adrian Cooper going to settle in 3rd place at the moment in skills. We just have 2 competitors to go. Coming out next, we have the defending skills winner, Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid. Izzy is especially known for his bicycle to moonwalk combinations here, especially with what he can make out of these combinations or out of these simple 2-wheel skill moves. On for the butt kicker, and he gets it. And he's going to be able to walk it over the racing lane. Setting it down into the wheelie, back up and over the racing lane. Once again, as I said, Israel Martinez just so talented when it comes to 2-wheel skill moves and just getting these combinations done. Gonna go for another bicycle, or no, his first bicycle, excuse me, into the moonwalk. Reminiscent of Nick Worthman's performance in Indianapolis, trying to walk it up the fun box. He's gonna get it. A very solid performance there from Israel Martinez. Is going to come in for Bakugan Dragonoid. A very impressive run right there. Both of those with really good hits up and over obstacles, especially the first one. And he's going to take the lead with a 9.362. The moonwalk to wheelie combination, and also the bicycle into the moonwalk. I guess a bicycle to butt kicker, you could say. Also able to walk that up and over the fun box. Just a really solid performance from Israel Martinez overall, but he has to survive through one more competitor in this lineup. I think we all know who that competitor is. It is your racing winner earlier tonight, Blake Thompson in Overboard. Once again, we talked to Blake here in the pre-show. He said that he has something planned here for skills. Doesn't want to, end it early, or doesn't want to end up mid-pack like how he usually is in the skills challenge. Smooth wheelie to moonwalk over the step up. To make his way up and over the step up. This beautiful job. So far, Blake Thompson definitely redeeming himself from all his other skills challenges performances, and a nice bit of a slow sidewall right there to end off the run. A really smooth wheelie to moonwalk combo up and over the step up on the first hit. Then the second hit was a nice slow sidewall. The score is coming in for Blake Thompson. Definitely a much better performance compared to all of his other ones throughout the season. The score is coming in for Overboard, and it is an 8.852. Sorry, couldn't get that finished, but that means that your skills winner for the second time in a row, Israel Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid. Izzy with just great combinations, great sequences of moves, just able to put himself on top of the board here in skills once again. I mean, the guy is just so talented when it comes to the more technical side of, driving these machines. So, once again, a really good win here for Israel Martinez. And fans, we're going to transition into our and then we're going to get ready for our freestyle competition. So far, Blake Thompson got the racing win. Israel Martinez won skills. The question is, who will win freestyle? We'll find out in just a few minutes.
It's only 8 and the speakers are banging. Yeah, this place is already lit. Good thing I decided to roll up tonight. This is one that I don't want to miss. It feels like a party. It feels like a damn good time to me. A bunch of country girls and back row boys all here to drink and sing. So go on, pour me something cold, 'cause we ain't about to leave. Feels like a party. Feels like a party to me. Make you wanna get your hands up side to side. Get your hands up side to side. Make you wanna get your hands up side like a party, it's gonna be a party to me. If it tastes like a party, shakes like a party, it's gonna be a party to me. Yeah, it feels like a party. It feels like a damn good time to me. A bunch of country girls and back row boys all here to drink and sing. So go on, pour me something cold, cause we ain't about to leave. Feels like a party. It feels like a party to me. Make you wanna get your hands up, side to side. Get your hands up, side to side. Make you wanna get your hands up, side to side. Get your hands up, side to side. You got me thinking it'll be alright. You told me, come and take a look inside. You believe me in every single lie, but I failed you this time. And it feels like tonight, I can't believe I'm broken inside. Can't you see that there's nothing that I wanna do but try to make it up to you? And it feels like tonight, tonight. I was waiting for the day you come around. I was chasing, but nothing was all I found. From the moment you came into my life, you showed me what's right. And it feels like tonight, I can't believe I'm broken inside. Can't you see that there's nothing that I wanna do but try to make it up to you? And it feels like tonight. It never felt like this before. Just when I leave, I'm back for more. Nothing else seems to matter. And in these ever-changing days, you're the one thing that remains. I could sit like this forever. And it feels like tonight, I can't believe I'm broken inside. Can't you see that there's nothing that I wanna do but try to make it up to you? And it feels like tonight, tonight. Black dog drinks from the water, trying to cool his tongue. Like the king finds no peace, his work is never done. Night falls smoke on the water, darkness closes in. Cold white hand in the deep will drown you for your sins. It's a lifelong expedition, second guessing your decisions, trying to find out what's been missing. Hey, just keep on never needed any reason to find deliverance. Like a cancer running through my veins. Oh, it's never gonna give in. See 'em march like lambs to the slaughter. Toy soldiers line up on the altar. I was never meant to drink that water. They'll remember me when I'm underground. Heavy is the crowd. Never pause, never let 'em bleed you out. I'll be still standing when they try to bring my castle down.
And fans, we are back from our short intermission break to transition into the third and final competition of the regular season for Stadium Championship Series 1, the BKT Tire Freestyle competition, where each of these drivers have 2 minutes to come out and perform their best freestyle run that they possibly could with the track, with all these very short and steep obstacles out here. That is going to take a lot of technical and precise driving ability to kind of maintain themselves all throughout the entire clock. These drivers must complete a minimum of 30 seconds to get a score, and so let's just hop into it. What we're looking for is for drivers to keep up active, fast freestyle performances, get a lot of hits into the run, get as much air as possible. And speaking of air, we got Connor Bauer kicking things off in the Avenger. This guy is certainly known for his hang time, as some other things that we're looking for are some technical, cohesive stunts, variety and hits, just all that jazz. So let's see, Connor Bauer going to start off with some nice air. Momentum might be a little bit hard to keep up on this track, as some drivers might be stuck, with these very steep obstacles that we have out here. Oh, slapping the truck on that backflip container. Nice sky wheelie. Connor really does know how to get that Jim Kohler style of air. The brake checks and all as well. Long distance leap right there off of the center. Smoothly done, going over, and some nice air. Ooh, bit of an awkward landing, but able to recover the truck. So far, really consistent with the hang time. Pretty impressive run right here, as He's gonna go for the Monster Energy backflip container. He's gonna land it into a wheelie, turning the truck out of it. Nicely done. Oh no! Oh man! He's gonna be able to pull that into a save. Not sure how the judges are gonna evaluate that move, but nonetheless, he's just able to keep his run going and fill out the clock as long as he doesn't make any more mistakes. Bit of a cross thread over the fun box, and he's gonna go for the mini flip. Oh no! He's gonna save it. Once again, another move that wasn't really too cleanly done right there from Connor. Trying to make it up though with a nice sky wheelie, pouncing it onto the front twos into a nice bit of a moonwalk. Walking it up and over. Clock must be winding down a little bit here. Oh no! Grip flipping the truck, trying to save it, and no, it's gonna be over. Connor Bauer in Avenger. Maybe not the cleanest run that we are gonna see tonight, but still appreciate the hang time and also how he was very consistently just putting the truck, just soaring through the air, kept up some momentum throughout the beginning of his run. And so he's gonna get the score of an 8.125. Solid run, as that will be the last freestyle performance from Connor Bauer of the regular season. It's again great showing from him, as we're going to transition into our next competitor's freestyle, as you're going to see him on the board in just a moment. Here he is, Travis Palm in Blue Thunder. Made it all the way to the semifinals in racing. Got mid-pack in skills with the Cyclone. Let's see what he's going to do here for freestyle. Looks like... oh, never mind. I thought he was going to start off with a backflip right there, but no, he's just going to send it off the backside of the middle jump. Nice sky wheelie. Nice air. And able to pull the transfer into the wheelie and combo that over. A nice sequence of moves right there for Travis. Combinations always help out with the scores. They help out with your momentum since you're moving from obstacle to obstacle so smoothly, and also help with technicality because that is a very good stunt discipline. Travis Palm keeping very good flow here, just going from move to move nicely. Nice air over the fun box. Walking a wheelie over that really good technical move. Travis Palm, it's a very smooth freestyle, cross-threading the fun box there at a very unique angle. Loving the activity in this freestyle run. He's just not stopping for anything. Going for another nice cross-thread across this entire collage of obstacles. Spinning the truck around. Nice air. Getting that distance right into another combination. He's got around, I'd say, a little more than 40 seconds left of the run, I'd say. More air! Look at him soar. This has to be, I mean, just from all the other performances that Travis has had, this is one of my favorite performances. Kind of slowing down, though. It's going to hurt the momentum a little bit. Oh, what? An improvised move of the moon flip. Reminiscent of Tyler Menninga's move from the All-Star Challenge in 2019. Gonna back up for some huge air. I mean, not sure how the judges are gonna evaluate that because he did kind of hurt his momentum, but that is time. A solid run right there for Travis Palm in the Blue Thunder. Right there, that was just kind of for the fans, the mini flip and all. Filled the 2 minutes, got a lot of great combinations in, consistent with the hang time, good flow moving in between hits. He got the moon flip, which is very interesting. Maybe that one time where he was lining up for one of his hits there near the end of the run. Probably going to hurt the scores a little bit, as it will be an 8.352. Blue Thunder's Travis Palm taking the lead here in freestyle.
No, not today. Not gonna make the same mistakes. No, not today. Not gonna cave, not gonna break. Under the pressure. Under the pressure.
And coming out next for a freestyle competition is Irving Marin in Rage. He's going to have to follow up that performance from Travis Palm, so let's see how he's going to be able to do that. And now I'd say, if it's anything that these drivers could definitely do better than Travis is in the momentum aspect, is Travis did kind of slow down for a couple of his moves, though he did have a lot of great combinations and high-speed activity. Right there, nice air from Irving to start off the run. Pretty awkward bounce right there. Able to keep the run moving forward though. Nice bit of a cross thread. Judges always like seeing these drivers hit things in unique angles and such. Always great to help the scores out. Nice air as he's just going to soar through the air, landing it a bit on the side. Carrying some speed around the fun box. Oh my goodness, nice air right on the backside of that jump. So far, he's just been sending the truck all over the place. Great job right now from Irving Marin, just trying to get a lot more air than Travis. Truck, nah, I'd expect that truck isn't really landing how he would want it to land. So far, he's just making the most out of it. Nice transfer. To move his way around so far. Great speed across the track. More nice air. Oh no! He's going to be able to save it. Nicely done right there. Got it on the front twos for a little bit. That was impressive. So for, I'd say, a little over 30 seconds left of the run, he's going to go for a mini flip. And he's going to get it! A bit of an awkward rotation, but he lands the mini flip into a bicycle. Comboing that over, nicely done. Right in for some more air. That's definitely the category of the run where he has put a lot of focus into. Also keeping up great momentum. Got the wow factor in with the mini flip to bicycle. Huge sky wheelie. Oh no. Oh, he's going to fill the clock. That is definitely going to be on his overall points for hitting the barrier right there, or the wall. But regardless, a really good run right there from Irving. Great speed around the track, a lot of air. And that is going to reflect in the scores, an 8.985. Taking the lead here in the freestyle competition. Performance right there from Irving. I mean, the mindset for all these drivers is that it is their final freestyle. They have to go out, show up, and show out for these fans. And Ike Toussaint is here to do just that in Gravedigger, as we've seen him pull off some pretty wild performances lately, especially early on in the season. And he's going to come out with a Leduc leap across the floor to start out. Nicely done. Coming around, gonna cross thread the fun box a little bit to put it right into the backside of the racing lane. So these drivers are gonna have to try and match up the air and just the wow factor from Irving Marin's freestyle run, because he definitely had a lot of it all across the board. And so, you know, Ike, oh, nicely done on the front two wheels. I'd say it's taking it a little bit conservative right now. Right there, going for a pretty risky cross thread, able to make the most out of it. Just no wasted time, right into the fun box. A nice wheelie. Able to set her down. Oh, okay, he kind of just bounced off the wall right there. Oh, no. able to save it in reverse and just shift it back into first gear. Yeah, the truck has been shut off. To see if the officials are going to let him refire or not. The way that he kind of just bounced off the wall right there was a bit violent. And yeah, that's going to be it right there for Ike Toussaint and Gravedigger. Still a pretty solid performance for what he had. I mean, the Duke leap was very huge. The reverse save, I assume that caught a lot of people's attention. However, just only filling around half of the clock and not really getting as much different variety of moves into the run compared to all these other drivers. It is a 4.631, and that is going to be it for Gravedigger of the regular season of RORMJL. And coming out next, we have Tristan Livdahl, a guy that certainly knows how to go big in Maximum Destruction. Irving still comfortably in the lead. But Tristan is definitely someone that could take that spot, or that could definitely boot him out of the hot seat if he could. Starting off with a lot of nice air. See if Tristan will be able to remain in full control over his Maximum Destruction machine, though, for the entirety of the run. That seems to be a bit of his issue, you know. He could definitely go out a bit wild, a bit unorthodox with his driving, and do some, you know, unrealistic moves here and there. But let's see if Tristan's going to be able to keep up the consistency here. So far, doing really well with the air. Huge combination! That's more of what you want to see from Tristan right there. Nicely done. Oh no! Nicely done, just downsiding the racing lane. And move into the backflip container. And he's able to land it right there. Has to back up, but doesn't waste any time doing so. And so far, I mean, I think he's hearing me in the booth, because this has been a very good performance from Tristan. Love in the air. He's kept up some really good speed around the track. Got the backflip in. Nice bit of a cross thread right there. Oh no! Oh yeah, he died. Maximum Destruction is no more here in RORMJL. Man, as soon as I thought that he was just getting a really good groove going all throughout his run, just, man, an unexpected end to his performance. Still, for what he had there, a very solid run, as the scores do reflect. A 6.576. Pretty good score considering the amount of time that he had left on the clock, but man, just wish that he could have filled just all of the 2 minutes. Regardless, Tristan Livdahl coming out making a statement here in the finale, and you know, that's all that's pretty good to see out here. It's the final stop of Stadium Championship Series 1. Next up, we have Josh Gajewski and Stone Crusher. Let's see what he could bring to the table here. Josh, definitely known for his more ragged edge style of driving. It's chaotic, but at the same time, it's pretty controlled. Starting off, downsiding the fun box. That was pretty cool. Elbowing his way up and over the backside of that jump, making his way around over the step up nicely. Oh man. Gonna make his way, turn his way around, going for the fun box once again. Elbowing that over. So far, looking pretty solid out here, around 30 seconds into the run. Nice bit of a combination. Oh no! He's able to save it. A nice save right there from Josh Gajewski, able to keep the run going for the rest of the clock. Bit of a low to the ground cross thread right there. He's definitely keeping it a little bit conservative, I'd say, with these cross threads. Going off with some nice air, and it looks like he's going to go for the backflip. Gets the rotation. Oh wow, a smooth transition into the wheelie. putting it into the bicycle, walking it over the racing lane. Josh Gajewski with a very good combination of moves right there. More nice air. Because right now, Josh has really been keeping up a busy run with a lot of air, a lot of cross-threading, as we just saw another one off of that fun box. Going for another one. Oh man, getting wild with the wheelie. Oh, he kind of lands the mini flip right there. Bit of an awkward rotation to say the least, but still was able to bring the truck back on all fours, and that is going to be it for Stone Crusher. Josh Gajewski he was getting into his element right there at the later parts of his run, just throwing the truck into whatever obstacle he could in unique angles, trying to make the most out of it. Just right there, got stuck and couldn't bring the truck back on all fours. The score will be an 8.654 though, a very good score for Josh, but that is not enough to take the lead. Second place, and Irving Marin dodges a bullet right there, as he is going to remain in the hot seat, but we still have some pretty heavy hitters to go here for our freestyle competition. And coming out next, we have Jaden Green in Zombie. Definitely wanting to make a statement out here in the finale of his season. See what he's going to go for. And he's going to start off with that bit of a step up. Nice air, going to combo that over the fun box. Making his way around. Going back over to that fun box with some nice air. Able to combo that over the back side of that center jump. Nice air right there. Jaden just soaring across the track. Make his way around, trying to waste as little time as possible over the fun box. Some more nice air as he just clears that entire collage of obstacles. Nice transfer. Able to land it right there, a little bit awkward. Still able to bring it back on all fours. And Jaden keeping a nice, consistent freestyle run. Didn't say he's really hit us with a big wow factor yet, but he has been keeping up some really strong momentum and very good air. Man, that downside was so clean. So far, Jaden just doing his thing around the track. It looks like he's going to go for a backflip. Yes, he is. See if he's going to get it. Nicely done with the rotation. He landed it. Having to back up right there might be a little bit of a point deduction for the score, but still, nonetheless, keeping the action rolling. Around 30 seconds left of the run. Jaden could definitely be on his way to taking the lead. A nice cross thread. Following it up. Oh no! Oh, and he's going to save it. Kind of throwing the truck over the fun box a little bit. Not sure how the judges are going to evaluate that. But still. Oh no! Another bit of a save. Oh man, stops it midway, but oh, that's not going to pay off for him. Still able to fill the clock though. Jaden Green lasting the entire 2 minutes on the board. Once again kept up great momentum all across the run, had some great air, good technicality as well. Just overall a really nice run. See how the judges are going to evaluate that performance. As he gets the score of a 9.163, he gets the lead by 0.2 of a point. Jaden Green moving into the hot seat. And we have next up Rogelio Hernandez in Megalodon. Rogelio, I believe he was supposed to go up earlier, but a bit of complications with his schedule just decided to kind of push him down in the order. So let's see what he is going to do here tonight with all these obstacles laid out for him. Do be swimming though. That he do be swimming is, let's see what he's going to start off his run with. Going off of the racing lane. Getting a lot of distance and a lot of speed across the track through the air. Huge sky wheelie over the fun box. Nicely done. Carrying a lot of speed around the track, and he's going to put that force into this next hit with some great air. Rogelio Hernandez, just always a great freestyler to watch, especially on tracks like this. A huge high-speed combination. Oh man, right there, just able to avoid the wall nicely. A great bit of a transfer, able to cross-thread the fun box. Very high-speed. Oh no! Able to save it on the ragged edge right there. I was about to say that was a very nice high-speed cross-thread. Huge air! Rogelio is just going all out right here on that Season 3 RORMJL energy, I see. What? What a wheelie! Oh my goodness, that was impressive right there. Rogelio Hernandez, I'm surprised that he hasn't really done a grip flip yet. He's just been traveling around this track at such high speed, and he's just been managing it so well. He's gonna go for the mini flip, and he lands it perfectly into the moonwalk. I believe it's the first backflip to moonwalk of the night, and he landed it perfectly with a little under 30 seconds left of the run to go. This is Rogelio's best freestyle of the season, in my opinion. Oh my goodness, with the tail whip. Gonna move in for a nice cross-thread, just tearing up this collage of obstacles. Oh no. And that's, I believe that's time right there of what was put into the chat box. Going for another mini flip, and he lands it, I guess. That looked a bit hard on the top of the truck. But what a performance for the most part for Rogelio Hernandez. That was a phenomenal run. Kept up the hits, kept up the air, got a lot of great combinations in. He filled the clock, got the mini flip to moonwalk. And what a score! Rogelio Hernandez with a 9.541. He takes the lead with an insane freestyle performance. I guess minus the part where he kind of just, drove the truck a little hard into the backside of the transfer jump near the end. But still, just mind-blowing run. That is just what I've always wanted to see out of him throughout this season. He finally brought it to the table. Is right there. Blake Thompson in Overboard gonna have to follow up that performance. Just the air, the momentum, the technicality, the wow factor. They have to fill the clock as well. I mean, definitely a hefty task right here on his shoulders. Starting off, oh no, nice save right there. He started off with a bit of a cross thread over the fun box and over that step up. Goes back over that step up once again with some nice long distance air. Going back over to that fun box with some more nice air. Nicely done, just brake checking it in the air twice and downsides it. Always love to see it when drivers downside. It's just always satisfying to see, Put it into the into the cross thread. No time wasted all throughout this run here from Blake. Nice backflip right there executed. Huge air just soaring across that far corner of the track. Now I gotta say, he's been keeping up a lot of perpetual motion right into the donuts. Oh my goodness! Very aggressive and fast rotations right there. Yeah, the momentum has been insane in this freestyle run. Just non-stop move-to-move action. Oh no! Able to save it right there. That was a bit of a hard hit as they are going to shut him off. And I've been kind of losing my words right here ever since that performance from Megalodon. kind of just drove the truck hard into that collage of obstacles. Looks like, don't know what the call is gonna be. They're gonna let him refire. Blake Thompson still with the opportunity to fill the clock and continue his performance with some massive air. Oh man! Oh wow, that is not what he wanted off of the mini flip, and that is it for Blake. Had a very strong performance until he got RII'd right there. Also until the mini flip. Just kind of lost it right there at the landing. Still filled the majority of the clock, so I do see him getting a pretty solid score. But let's see how the judges evaluated that performance from the overboard. As it will be an 8.563 for Blake Thompson overboard. A pretty fair score, as that's going to take 5th place at the moment here in freestyle. I gotta say, man, these drivers really have to push it hard if they want to get anywhere just close to Rogelio's performance, let alone higher. This is a driver that has always been very consistent in freestyle, and he knows how to throw down. Chris Pervolaricus in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Let's see what he could do here, especially to redeem himself after losing in round 1 of racing, and also for flipping over in the first hit of skills. Oh! Right there, a bit of a hard hit into the backside of that transfer jump. Still has a lot of time, though, to kind of make up for that. Gonna make his way around to the fun box. Downsiding it a little bit. Some nice air, brake checking it. Jade to Damon Bradshaw out here. Making his way around the transfer jump. Gonna go for that hit. Nice air once again. Nice wheelie, able to combo that over. Very smooth flow here from Chris to start off the run. Nice air once again off the backside of the step up. Nice distance off of that. So far, really good performance. Great combination. Oh man. Turning it into the stoppie, and he is able to keep his momentum going right there. Not stopping at all. Oh man! What a pogo! He's able to somersault the truck. And they're gonna let him continue right there. Nothing really hard on though ever. So Chris is just gonna continue this flow of action. Another nice slap wheelie. Definitely a more realistic performance compared to what we saw out of the other drivers. Nice backflip right there. I think he tried to put it into the moonwalk, but didn't really work out. Nice air. As the clock must be winding down right about now. Putting the truck into the transfer. Carrying out his speed right into the fun box, and gonna go for the mini flip. Oh, and he's able to barely land it. Oh, never mind. That's gonna be it, but he fills the clock regardless. That flip isn't really gonna hurt too much of the score there for Chris. Got through the 2 minutes. A lot of air, especially with the sky wheelies. Very smooth flow across the run. Wouldn't say had the fastest momentum out of all the other drivers, but still very solid performance. As that is gonna get a really good score, a 9.231 for Chris Pervolaricus. A really solid, realistic performance with the air, the combinations, the flow, and how he filled the clock. And with the wow factors as well, with the mini flip and the back flip. Follow up his performance. You have the driver that currently sits in the #1 spot for the points championship chase. Israel Martinez and Bakugan Dragonoid is going to try and lay down a statement of a freestyle. Kind of starting off a little bit how other drivers had off of that step up. Getting a lot of distance off of it though. Nice air off the backside of the middle jump, kind of downsiding it a little bit. Making his way around for the transfer. Nice combination right there into the wheelie. Nice sky wheelie off the fun box, and he's going to put the truck in to another nice sky wheelie. Good sequence of moves right now. Israel Martinez wasting little time in between hits and getting a lot of output in them. Another nice sky wheelie. That's one way that you could put the truck up. Keeping up the air. Once again, just keeping the truck nice and high. Great altitude off of these hits. Nice combination right there. Bringing the truck around. Nice transfer. Bouncing it on top of the pad into another nice wheelie. Cross-threading the fun box. Getting a lot of good technical hits into the run. And oh man, a nice sky wheelie. Able to control the truck and keep his momentum going right there. Nice distance launch. Bouncing the truck into a nice bicycle to moonwalk. There you have it. Putting it right into the fun box with no time wasted and with some more nice distance air. Israel Martinez keeping up a really solid performance. Oh my goodness! I think that is the most air or the most distance I've seen someone get off of that fun box. Oh, try to get the moonwalk right there. Not really getting it off the backflip. Riding the bicycle up and over the racing lane, and that is time. Israel Martinez with a very good run. Oh, he's just gonna dump it over for the fans right now. A nice performance with pretty much everything. He tackled every single stunt discipline with the cross threads, the combinations, the bicycle to moonwalk, the backflip. Kept up great momentum and flow across the run and filled the clock. So it all comes down to the score. Let's see how well these judges evaluated the performance and to see if it takes the lead from Rogelio Hernandez. Not quite. He's going to get the score of a 9.32 or a 9.312, taking second place. It is going to put him above Chris Pervalericus, though, and right behind Rogelio. So, this all comes down to the last two competitors that we have in the field. Both of these drivers, some pretty good freestylers. It looks like we have a guest commentator right here, the driver of Overboard. It looks like he just wanted to come into the booth. Blake Thompson here to commentate over these last two performances. Now, Blake, what are you expecting here out of these last two drivers?
I'm expecting insane, crazy carnage, and this is the freestyle, reigning freestyle champion from Season 4, Adrian Cooper, and as we've seen before, Adrian knows how to throw down a freestyle. After my run, man, I really had to come up here, and I wanted to watch these two runs from a good seat with you, Brandon, because this is going to be one of the most exciting two last freestyles, and Max is going to have to see if he can get over Izzy. But right now, Adrian's starting off with a clinic.
Yeah, so far, Adrian keeping up great momentum, liking the stuff right here. Nice distance air. We talked about in the pre-show that this track kind of suits him with how steep these obstacles are. So let's see how that really goes into play as he gets a nice cross thread into the wheelie.
Yeah, Adrian really likes to go for that big air and those wow factors, and he's keeping up a lot of good speed right now. This is some pretty good speed like we saw from Izzy and Rogelio. So this is what he's going to have to do to keep up and possibly get over them for the scores.
Absolutely. He is going to put the truck into the backflip, gets a nice clean rotation out of it. And let's see what he's going to do. He's going to approach the racing lane. Oh, it's with a nice air over it.
Good truck control to stop it for that wall there, too. That could have gotten in some serious trouble there.
They come around with another nice cross thread. We've seen some drivers go for that. Oh, man!
Oh.
That right there, a very, very unique combination. Goes for some nice, huge air, getting a lot of altitude off of that. and a nice slap wheelie to follow up.
Really good run and a second backflip, Adrian Cooper, and lands it pretty perfect. Doesn't even have to back up. Tail whips off the backflip ramp on accident, but hey, he's not slowing down. Oh, look at the wheel stand!
Oh man, oh no!
Oh no! Pull it down!
He saves it!
I mean, what do you expect from the last two drivers in the series finale before the World Finals? Everybody wants to make their presence known!
Oh no!
Come back, come back! Oh!
Yeah, that's gonna be it right there for Adrian.
Did he fill time? I don't believe he did.
I assume that he was really close to it. Felt like a
Yeah.
pretty long run.
5 seconds left is what we're getting. I don't know how big of a deduction that'll be. We're going to have to check the scores out here.
Scores coming in, and it is going to be a 9.189, putting Adrian Cooper in 4th place, right behind Chris Pervalericus.
I think if he had just a few more wow factors in there, he would have had an even higher score. But nonetheless, a last great run for the series finale for Adrian Cooper. But with one truck to go, Brandon, and we all know this man has been one of the most consistent freestylers this season. Whipping my butt in freestyle. Max Halpert and Scooby-Doo trying to see if he can... I don't know if he's able to pass Izzy in the points or not. But if he is, he's got to have a perfect run here.
Yeah, absolutely. Max Halpert, he definitely wants to pick up from, his early elimination in racing. Also, to kind of carry that momentum from skills into freestyle and just do a lot more with what he could, especially with a track like this. And he's going to start off with the transfer.
Nicely done. You know, this Scooby truck's been working really well for him all season. He's got a really nice shock package on it, and that's really worked well across all disciplines of racing, skills, and freestyle. And he's definitely showed it. He's been in the contender for the series title all season, pushing out people like Izzy at times and Blake, and even trying to go up there towards Danny. So he's definitely been able to hold off some big names this season.
Yeah, absolutely, and right now, Max, once again, he's keeping up some great momentum. Nice bit of air so far. Hasn't really hit us with a major wow factor, but it is just the beginning of the run. Just trying to get a really good flow going. Nice
Big
air.
Kind of slaps it down hard, gets it into a wheelie, but that's Combo City right there, working them points.
Oh, nice air.
My
man.
goodness. Some of the biggest air off of that step up all night, and he lands it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Max Halpert is just going off a nice bit of a downside off of the racing lane, comboing that over, just wasting no time from hit to hit. Going for the backflip.
Lands it a little under, but he's going to pull it into that wheelie, walking the plank, as Cole Venard would like to say it. Combos it into the fun box there and hits the backside of the step up.
Oh man, nicely done right there. Yeah, that backflip to wheelie is going to help him a lot with the scores. A great wow factor. Nice transfer, slapping it down onto a wheelie. Nice combo.
You know, he's had some of the most unique moves so far in this run, I'd say, so far than we've seen tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The combinations and everything, just different from what we've seen before. Kind of downsided that a little bit. That was nice.
Spins it into a little quick donut there, showing the judges some variety. I mean, he's trying to get that last freestyle in, pulls it down. And I think that's time. And he's going to hit the mini flip ramp. Lands it, and a consecutive.
Oh man, what a way to end off the performance. The question is, does that count towards the run? Because it did come a little bit after time.
We're going to have to see, does that count or not? Getting into the... Will Rogelio take the win, or is Max going to squeak by? That was a great run. A 9.462 puts him second place, so Rogelio takes home the freestyle win in Megalodon.
And it looks like Rogelio might be coming in for an interview, but that was just an incredibly wild freestyle that I've seen with a lot of air, a lot of momentum, and we have him in the booth. Rogelio, I mean, what was going through your mind all throughout that freestyle run? You had so much compact in those 2 minutes. I mean, talk through this, man.
I'm being so surreal with you right now. This truck has been giving me issues all day, and even coming into the freestyle competition, that first hit, I already knew the truck was gonna bug, so I just let it rip. And next thing you know, we're like out here winning freestyle, and it feels awesome, dude.
Right there. Let's see. Blake, do you have any questions to ask for Helio? I think you just said it all right there. And man, I just still can't get over that performance.
Yeah, Izzy. We're gonna see if Izzy's clinched this title yet or not. But we're gonna ask one last thing. I want to know. This truck has been fighting you all season, Rogelio. You've had an up and down season. This has to feel really good tonight to get that freestyle win finally. With having such an up and down season, you haven't been doing what you really wanted to in racing yet or not. But man, this has to feel amazing. Like, that was one of the best runs we've seen, I think, all season so far. Like, tell us, like, what really made you want to turn it around so much tonight?
Really, I was just aggravated with the way racing went, losing to Izzy for about the 5th time, I think, this season. And then skills, you know, the REI call, it's whatever. It doesn't matter now. Dude, that freestyle win just feels great. Back-to-back series finale winners in freestyle. So that feels awesome.
Oh yeah, you're right. He got it in East Rutherford last season, so that's great. And thank you for being here in the booth to talk to us throughout that run. And congratulations on the win, man. It has to feel really good.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
So now, Brandon, we are going to turn towards the stream to get your overall event championship winner, which we are looking at is Izzy Martinez in Bakugan Dragonoid. Wins overall for tonight. Made it all the way to the final round in racing. Skills.
Not the win.
One skills. Yeah, one skills. And finished 3rd in freestyle. So he's going to take overall with a 44. And we'll just go ahead and run down the list real quick while we've got time. 44, Izzy takes it dominantly in the overall standings. 2nd place is going to be Overboard, 37 points. And a tie for 3rd, Black Pearl and Scooby-Doo with 36.
Right now, I think there's only one answer to who has clinched this overall, to this point series championship. And I think we have the answer right now. As your 3rd qualifier for the Monster Jam Live World Finals
What a nerd. Oh, he undeafened for that. Awesome.
Hey guys, I'm
anyway, what we were saying about Izzy, we was not on the stream. We did not even notice, but we were talking so good about Izzy. One of the most fiercest competitors on the track. Wins the series points. Man, and I have to say this. I just want to throw this in there. This goes to show you how tough Izzy is. In Arlington, Texas, it was me and Izzy, I think, in round 2 of the semifinals, and I red lit against Izzy because I knew I had to be quick against him. That man is a fierce competitor, a fast racer, one of the best up and coming on Sim Monsters. And someone in the chat actually put, Brandon, that he won the series with actual no Sim Monsters win.
That is true right there. But that goes to show just how consistent he has been in racing and freestyle, and also in the skills challenge. I mean, the talent that this guy has is just unbelievable. He's definitely working his way up the board here in terms of the Sim Monsters rankings, and just to take home this series title, it has to feel really good for him and just historic in his Rigs of Rods career. So once again, just huge congratulations to Israel Martinez for being the 3rd qualifier into our World Finals. Just, man, also, you gotta give effort to Max Halpert. He was also up there, did really well in freestyle. But as it just came down to the wire. I mean, Israel Martinez, he put in the work when it had to be done, and he just got it.
And you know what? Let's shout out someone else who I think needs to get a little bit more recognition here too. Chris Pervolarakis finishes top 5 in overall series points with 217, just short of Danny Mackey, who actually couldn't be here tonight. But Chris P, man, he was very consistent all season, and of course Danny held the lead for such long time. But Chris P actually made such a statement this season by being top 5 in points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just like to call him Mr. Consistency because although he hasn't really won anything, he's just been so dominant, just always up there on top of the board. And with that being said, this marks the end of Stadium Championship Series 1. There's been just so much wild events, so much action that went down. I mean, Blake, you were also part of that as well, and you too, Rogelio.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I just want to say one thing real quick for TJ. It was a pleasure being a part of Stadium Tour 1 and competing against every one of these guys here.
And I agree with that.
I wouldn't want to be on any other championship series than this one. Everybody is a fierce competitor, and everybody had a chance to win this season. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just Danny, Izzy, or Max. It was anybody's game this season, and I had a blast running this season. But you know what, Brandon? The good thing is we're not done yet. Riggs of Roz Monster Jam Lies has Stadium Tour 2 tomorrow night at 7:30. We're going to see if Will Meyer can hang on and clinch that series points title as well. That's going to be great. You're not going to want to miss it. And of course, we can't forget more RORMJL and Arena Tour 2. We've got a few more stops left before the road to the World Finals in Tampa. You are not going to want to miss that. And we have more announcers, more qualifying announcers to make as the weeks go by. We have so many things coming out as the week progresses. I cannot wait to see the action unfold. Who's going to get that World Finals bid? Who's going to get that points championship bid? Brandon, is there anything you want to say to close?
I gotta say, I mean, it was very fun to commentate throughout all these events over Stadium Championship Series 1, and also seeing guys like you, Blake, and Rogelio just go out there and just slay the competition as always, and all the other competitors as well.
That's
just
a lie.
No, shut up, you did good. So, as we come to the closing of the series, I mean, once again, congratulations to all the drivers that came out and slayed the competition. And once again, as Blake just mentioned, we have so much more action to come. Hopefully, I could take home my series in Arena Tour 2, and hopefully, guys like my teammate Alex Ferrulo and Gravedigger could take the win in the hashtag more RORMJL series. Maybe Will Meyer can hang on top tomorrow in Daytona. Who knows? But for all we know, I mean, this has been RORMJL, and we're signing off here. Just what a historic night in Salt Lake City.
Inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising on just you watch. I'm stepping into fame.